It's one of the strange ironies of Hong Kong immigration law that PRC spouses of permanent residents of Hong Kong can't get dependent visas. So what's going to happen in the situation which follows? I'm a Hong Kong permanent resident. I'm Canadian and I've been in Hong Kong for 9 years working as a CPA. And recently I married a PRC resident who is a senior manager in a bank in Shanghai. What kind of visa can I get for my wife and would enable her to live with me in Hong Kong without stay limit, get a Hong Kong ID card and seek employment? I note that the publicised information indicates the dependent spouse approach is not applicable to PRC residents. She doesn't want to give up her PRC resident status. Normally when a foreign national resident of Hong Kong is seeking to secure dependent visa permissions for his Chinese spouse, an application for dependent visa is made in the normal way. However, this anticipates that the applicant's spouse sponsor is a temporary resident of Hong Kong, not a permanent resident. You see, because under a wider immigration policy that restricts certain classes of people to come to Hong Kong from China, essentially spouses of permanent residents of Hong Kong who are mainland Chinese can't get dependent visas. Instead, they have to apply for one-way permits, which means that they go on a waiting list of many years standing, and it isn't a particularly practical way for families to be reunited. And so this actual rule applies to foreign national permanent residents of Hong Kong and not only Chinese permanent residents of Hong Kong. And so wherever you have a situation that you have a permanent resident of Hong Kong who is married to a PRC spouse, a dependent visa isn't available. Therefore, you've got to look to other possible solutions of being able to reside in Hong Kong together, notwithstanding the fact that you can't get a dependent visa. One way to do this is to become a student, particularly if there is a master's degree program that's suitable for an existing bachelor degree holder spouse, because they could participate in that program for just 1 year, graduate from that Hong Kong university, and they would then be able to get an automatic no questions asked working visa for at least 12 months thereafter under the immigration arrangements for non-local graduates. And that gives you a very simple and straight forward pathway to be able to secure residence status through the study route. Another way to do it is to secure a job offer from a Hong Kong company that's well established and then make an application for an employment visa under the Admission of Mainland Talents and Professional Scheme. And essentially in that instance, the spouse would have to be really very well qualified, good educational background, and has got special skills, knowledge and experience of value too are not readily available in Hong Kong. And in those circumstances, the Immigration Department approved that application, then you'd be able to live together in Hong Kong with your spouse having an employment visa, as I say, instead of a dependent visa in this instance.